So I'm just gonna say, opening Shogun Showdown and starting my first run, I found myself left a bit awestruck with the style of this game. I think the most important part is its take on gameplay. I honestly never saw anything like it before. The way of attacking and strategic planning is honestly so unique, possibly even game-changing, but is it really even that good? Well, that's what we'll discuss today. So stick around and find out if this game is worth your time. Welcome to the Roguelike Spotlight Viewer's Choice. We're gonna take a deeper look at Shogun Showdown and rate each of its main components out of 5, based on my experiences. But before we unsheath our blades for combat, let's go over what the game is. So, well, as far as story goes, it really doesn't have any, so there's not much to go over there. But for what the game is, it's a fun take on a Japanese-style turn-based roguelike, with a very strong pixel art style. But that's really all we know about what the game is, so rather than boring you with more what it is, prepare yourself for combat, because that's what we're going to be talking about with gameplay. With gameplay, you can pick from a variety of different characters, from wanderers to ronins, to find yourself on a journey equipped with nothing but 2 attack tiles and your special skill to fight your way through wave after wave of spearmen, ninjas, and weird little rock things. Yeah, you go, little man. At the start of the game, you'll find there's 5 ways to take an action. 1, equipping a tile to start your attack chain. 2, turning around. 3, moving forwards or backwards. 4, choosing to do nothing. And 5, actually initiating your attack, which you can reorder as you see fit as you add more attacks, launching them all at once from bottom to top on your opponents before they get their action. Aside from that, you'll find various lightning symbols on your tiles. This is the amount of actions it takes for them to recharge so you can use them again. And you might ask, but Rogue, the cooldowns are so long! And I would agree. That's why you can upgrade these tiles at various statues. That given the variety of effects from damage increases, keywords, and of course lowering those cooldowns. Alongside this, you can gather various consumables to help you on your journey, from flipping foes to healing. Trust me, they'll be helping out a lot. The only other thing to note is that there's passive abilities you can get along the way through shops to help buff you up. But that's basically what the gameplay loop is, going from wave after wave of battles to shops and alternating between the two. I have to say, the gameplay loop is fun and very engaging, leaving you really having to think through your actions and how to execute your attacks. And because of that, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 for gameplay. Honestly, I do like how much it takes me to think and really plan out my moves. The only thing is I kind of suck at it. But that aside, the game has good fundamentals on blade work. But do the looks hold up to par? Whoa! The game's art style is honestly really visually appealing. Pixel art lovers rejoice. I think the best part is all the area backgrounds. They are lovely and each one breathes so much life into the world. I just love it. Alongside that, there are some really cool designs with enemies and everything just meshes together wonderfully. So I'm gonna have to give visuals a 5 out of 5 as well. It's just extremely well executed. But the thing that's even more important than how it looks is how it sounds, at least when it comes to playability. And with audio, it's a little mixed. The music is good, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I feel like the music is similar from area to area. Maybe it's just me trying to think through everything like this is my old discrete math final. But when it comes to music, I feel like there's only really 4 or 5 tracks. Main menu, character select, Okay, I was definitely way too focused on the fights. Because the music is fine, and it's actually pretty diverse, being different from area to area, and they all sound great. I will say I would have liked to see different boss battle music, at least for the final boss, but everything else is fine. I just have the attention span of a goldfish or something. So I will be giving audio a 4 out of 5. I would have really liked to see some different boss music. It's still really good though. So with audio and visuals out of the way, let's see how long you'll realistically be dueling enemies with all this in the background with replayability. So it's interesting, in this game we don't have a plot. You are just shipped out and told to have a Shogun Showdown. I said the title of the game. And that's it. But aside from that, there is a fair amount of different characters to play from. There's different difficulty unlocks as you beat the game. I have yet to beat the game. And lots of different unlocks and basically unlimited builds, since all the attacks can really be used interchangeably, no matter what your goal is. So that's really cool. Of course, with all roguelikes, there are achievements, and there are even a few alternate areas you can get to. So it offers a lot, but it doesn't really offer any closure except, well, unlocking and achieving everything. So I'll say this game has a solid 4 out of 5 for replayability. If unlocks and achievements are enough to keep you going, it's wonderful. But if you want to experience a bit more plot, well, I never heard of them. But you remember how I said I suck at this game? Yeah, let's talk about difficulty. I'm sure there are some god gamers who in the comments will say, "Oh, I beat it on the first try, you're just bad." And I'll say, yeah, you're probably right. But hey, this is my video. I get to choose the ratings. And for this game, it might look easy on the surface, and it really isn't the worst to pick up. But maximizing your attack skills and making sure you don't get sandwiched between two enemies is harder than it looks. And it takes a lot of time to master. So I think it's at least a solid 4 out of 5 for difficulty at base. And the fact that there's more difficulties, I'm doomed. But hey, if you want to make me feel at least a little better, you could think about liking or subscribing, or at least tell me what you think about this game, and if you think it's hard, I hope it's not just me. Either way, I want to quickly shout out the lovely person who recommended this game, and that would be Lollipop Master 11. Thank you a bunch for your recommendation, and I am ashamed to say I am not very good at the maneuvering part. If you want your recommendation featured in the next Roguelike Spotlight Viewer's Choice, follow these rules and be the most liked comment, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the star of the next show. One last housekeeping item. In my last video, I opened up a giveaway for hitting 1,000 subs, and the winners are in. First, the winner of Cobalt Core. The lucky winners go Haki Kiwi. I hope I pronounced that right. And secondly, the winner of Tangle Deep is Ideas. Thank you both for participating, and thank you to everyone who's not just participated in this, but has been supporting me in general. I greatly appreciate everything you guys have done for me. As for the winners, I will reach out via email and any other contact information listed on your submission. But that aside, it's rating time. But with 5+ hours in the game, realizing I like double strike on my arrows a little bit too much, and that I'm ultimately not very good at this game, I will say this game really stands out with its gameplay loop and just how it uniquely presents itself. And for that reason, I'll be giving it 4 healing potions out of 5, because those things carry me harder than my teammates in any competitive shooter game. But overall, is it worth your time, money, and realization that you may suck at strategy turn-based games? Well, if you like strategy turn-based games, like these apparently, yeah, really like outplaying literally massive amounts of enemies or being the next Shogun, then yes, I would recommend it 100%. But be prepared to possibly find yourself in a really rough situation very easily. But hey, if you want to know another more strategic game I'm only marginally better at, check out this video on Tangle Deep. It's the only game I've really covered that is super turn-based like this, so you'll like it. Trust, yeah.